What is up? Welcome back to another episode of Win or Lose Razy. Already.
That's
Show
how
ain't
we
even started
start.
yet.
Show he
It's your man DH.
It's your man Deranged.
Got Mr. Lee behind the glass. Mr. Lee, what up?
What it do?
Already in the building again. We just cooling out right now.
Yeah, man. It's a nice little vibe going on.
Yeah, got the weather popping outside. I got trying to get Facebook Live together. What's up, Facebook? Already. Guys, if you didn't know, we were socially everywhere. Win Lose Radio on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. Facebook Live, what up? Just gonna hang out tonight, man. It's
Yeah, man.
a lot going on in the world of sports. But forget sports for now. What you guys do this weekend, man? What y'all do?
What I do? My boys went to that
The concert,
Let's
right?
Dance tour. Yeah, man. They had a ball.
Silent
Doing a little nay-nay and
Whipping
whip
the
all
nay-nay?
night. Yeah, they was tired. Yeah.
I know that's tight, man.
Yeah, it was.
Going to a concert for the kids and everything. Did you feel old, bro?
No, I didn't go.
You didn't go.
My cousin took me.
Got you. Smart.
Very smart. Appreciate you, family.
Already, yeah, man. That's tight, man. Mr. Lee, what you do?
Man, I was glued to the draft, bruh. It's been draft central for me all weekend long. Rounds 1 through 7. I'm all for it, man. Every day I'm breaking down the picks, trying to see who's a good fit for my Cowboys and who's a good fit for other schemes and whatnot. So I've been draft heavy. I went to BJ's. Had to give me some groceries and whatnot. But that's about it for me, big dog. What did you do, Monsieur?
I had some seafood. I've been trying to catch crab balls. Crab balls, shout out to you, brother. We need you on the show. I've been trying to catch crab balls and I couldn't catch them, so I just decided to get my own seafood. You know how that works out sometimes.
Where you get it from?
I can't give you my secret. It's like, I went to Safeway.
Yeah.
Man, Safeway
least
got
shoulda
them
went to
bomb
Giant.
crab legs for $11.99
Bro, they was
pound,
cheap,
bruh.
bro. That's why I went. It was good.
What'd you get, crab legs?
Crab legs and some
How much
steamed
were they per
shrimp.
pound?
Crab legs are actually $8.99 a pound.
Jesus, what Safeway was you at?
You got like 4 pounds, bruh.
Bruh, I don't blame you, bruh.
Got it in. Got it in. But other than that, man, just chill, bro. The weather was kind of bad, so it didn't really do too much. Just hung out.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Hey, look, man. If you want to be a part of the conversation, man, hit us up on all social media outlets, man. We on Periscope at DNC_CEO. We on
Word.
Facebook Live. What up, Facebook? What up? Go tell a friend to get their popcorn ready and come back and hang out with us. We in here chilling. Instagram, Twitter, everything, man. So make sure you're checking it out, man. So
And
we
let
go.
them know we got a little surprise for them at the end
Yeah,
of the show, huh?
yeah. End of the show gonna be like that, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a good time. But right now, we gotta do like we do every week. We going to Pick 6 right now on Win Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. Back right here on Win Lose Radio, you saw the intro for one of my favorite topics, or segments rather, Pick 6. Now, you know we talk about everything.
Everything.
Nothing is off limits. And I can appreciate Charles Barkley for saying what he did, or saying what he said rather, about the Houston Rockets. So let's play that real quick. Mr. Lee, roll that up for me.
The final score. I'll leave it up to you. You want to put a period on the Rockets season now, or talk about Golden State now? Because we're going to do both.
I'm not saying anything about the Rockets.
Talk about guys learning their lesson.
All those jokes you had when the
There
cameras
you
was
go.
off. No, you ain't gonna say
There you
that.
go.
I'm not saying anything about the Rockets. I apologize to Daryl Morey, Tad. And
No, that was doing what happened tonight, man. Talk about that.
Kenny, that was
Embarrassing.
embarrassing. I mean, that team plays with no energy and no passion. You would think, you look at, Ernie put the stat out earlier, from the time that Steph Curry had gotten hurt, you'd think it would energize them. Because they were tired the other day at halftime, ended up losing that game by over 20. And to come out tonight and lose by 30, that tells me that team, and I don't ever, they got no passion whatsoever, man. I mean, they just go through the motions. And that's the one thing you can't do in pro sports, just go through the motions. You can get beat by a better team, but if you just go through the motions, you're going to get humiliated, especially by the team the way the Warriors play.
That's not.
So you heard what Chuck said. I mean, basically, so here we go. Okay, my bad.
You all over the place.
Bro, I need to just sit down for a second. So I gotta remind you, hit us up on Twitter, and you can get your 5 seconds of fame. Okay, hit us up, man. We'll be a part of that. But no, Charles Barkley said it right now. So guys, let me ask you for pick 6. What should Houston have done differently against the Warriors?
I mean, Chuck said it all, man. I mean, just you need to be more energized and act like you want to win. It was just like they like, whatever, we out here, we made it to the playoffs. Let me just go on, be out here, dude. You know what I'm saying? It was no intensity. It was no Steph hurt. Let's get him while the head gone. None of that. Chuck nailed it.
They definitely had the opportunity to seize the day, really, with Steph being out, and they just didn't do it. And they really wet the bed on that. And I think for their sake, they're gonna blow that whole thing up. Because Harden has superstar tendencies, but without any defense and without being able to rally those guys, like, first of all, I think you shouldn't even have to rally them guys. They should know that this is the opportunity to seize it. You know what I mean? And they just couldn't get up for it. And I don't know what the issue is with that. Lee, what you think?
Bruh, the Bama don't play no defense.
He plays no
What
defense.
do you expect from a team if you don't play defense, man? He's trying to tell people where to go, but he ain't even making no effort. The leader of your team makes no effort. So you really expect to win if you're a megastar, if you're it guy, if you're bona fide superstar of this team doesn't even try to make an effort? You really think y'all going anywhere?
Yeah, they definitely had opportunity, and they just didn't seize the opportunity. But I think Houston, it's murder she wrote. They about to blow that thing up. And I don't think it's a good mix with Dwight Howard and James Harden anyway. Dwight Howard's not as good as he thinks.
I think it's terrible. No, but then too, with the city being in turmoil right now, with the whole flood situation, man, this was an opportunity for y'all to step up, period. Yeah. And y'all completely dropped the ball.
Wet the bed.
No pun intended.
Go ahead, Durant.
Now we're just gonna talk about Dwight. I think he's better in his head as well. Like, and he get the open shots. He just don't follow through with his shots. All this like, oh, I really am about to shoot it. And it's like he let up and boom, right off the bat.
He could be a whole lot better than what he is, and he just wet the bed on that.
Gnarly on Periscope says Dwight is weak.
Yeah, he weak. But he think he tight. He think he tight, and he think he gonna get paid. And I don't think he's
hey man, Kobe already told you he was trash.
Yeah. If he couldn't,
Kobe did say it.
He couldn't play with Kobe. Well, not a lot of people could play with Kobe.
Bruh. You can't. If you can't play with Kobe, you some trash. Period. You should still be able to get your game in. Period.
Yeah, his game would have definitely been elevated had he been able to do that. But I think he want the ball. Like he want the ball. He
shoot it enough.
He wanted to go through him, but he's not dominant enough for them to always have to go through him. And
he should have stayed in Orlando.
Bruh, if he stayed in Orlando, I think Orlando might have won a championship by now.
I wouldn't go that far.
They would have been able to add pieces.
I mean,
remember they went to the finals. They went to the East Finals and lost to Cleveland, and then they went to the finals and played LA and lost. They might have won it by now. Who knows? But we'll move on.
Moving on.
Next question on Pick 6 right here on Windows Radio, WTTSradio.com. Are the Clippers the second most snake-bitten franchise in sports behind Cleveland? What do you think? And I'll say that before you say this.
Well,
in the playoffs, Chris Paul got hurt. Blake Griffin got hurt. And they had the opportunity to take that next step and try to, be able to make some waves in the playoffs. And they got hurt. They couldn't do it. So you think they're the second most snake-bitten franchise? I think Cleveland is number one.
I would have to say yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. They just can't get right.
I don't feel like
Can't get right.
I love the Clippers and Chris Paul, one of my favorite players. I just don't think they'll ever be able to get over that hump. Man. I don't know. One thing or the other is not gonna allow them to get over the hump, and I don't think they'll break up the squad. But
No, they ain't gonna break them up.
nah, but I just really I think they are snake bitten, man. What you think, Mr. Lee?
I think I'm gonna have to agree, man. Real talk. I can't even disagree with that. I think the Clippers are a horrible dynasty. I can't even call them that. They're a horrible franchise, period. They have great players on the team. They have a great coach. They've been talking of getting KD in there, trying to throw him in the mix.
Now they get KD.
I don't know, man.
But you know, I wouldn't mind that because Cliff Paul. But that is
But that ain't who you meant.
But Chris Paul likes to distribute. You know what I'm saying? So that might work out for him.
He's a good distributor.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's not a good winner.
And shout out to Chris on Facebook Live. Chris said Chris Paul needs smart players with him. You know, and smart was in bold. And I feel you, Chris.
Yeah.
He does. I feel like if he get a true guy around him that's smart, you know, that'll definitely help Chris Paul out and definitely help the franchise out. But Blake was hurt this year.
Yep.
Then he got hurt again in the playoffs.
Can't
DeAndre Jordan
right.
can't hit a free throw to save his life.
I think
Los
they
Angeles
need KD.
Can't get right.
They need KD.
They need KD.
I think they do.
But did you see all the tweets Magic was sending out?
What did he say?
First he kept trying to get KD. Then he said
For the
Lakers. Then he said, even though LeBron might not leave, we need to try to get him too. Yeah, I can't believe y'all ain't see that.
I've seen him.
Yeah, Magic.
Hey, you gotta
He
recruit
politicking
though.
right now.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that. Let me
That
ask you.
That one tweet might
It could.
be like, hey, you want to do it?
You never know. Might as well. You never know. And staying on basketball, let me ask you. Steve Kerr won Coach of the Year this year. Do you think Steve Kerr should have won it? Because me personally, I think Luke. I
was
mean,
about to say, who do you think should have won it if not him?
They couldn't give it to Luke Walton because he was the interim coach. And technically, I mean, his record was better, but overall, I think you got to give it to Steve Kerr because, you know, he is, you know, he was the coach. You know, he is the coach, and he did take a bulk of the season in the second half of the season. So I mean, I don't know. I would have liked for them to give it to Luke, because Luke only lost 2-3 games when he was there, and now Luke Walton going to take the job in LA. I don't know. I hope that works out for him. Mr. Lee, what you think? You think Steve Kerr should have won?
Any way I can give it to Bill Belichick?
Anyway.
in the NBA too.
Yeah, in the NBA too. Right? Anyway, I don't disagree. I think it was a good call to give it to him. He earned it. He deserved it.
Yeah.
You know, no quarrel from me on that one.
Yeah, I definitely think. I mean, Steve Kerr. You know what? Let's say this: had Steve Kerr came back and wet the bed, like, you know, guys losing games, and I mean, at the end of the day, they had the best record in the NBA, 73-9. You almost have to give it to them.
You have to.
Yeah, you almost have to give it to him. So no, I think it's cool with Steve Kerr winning, but it's gonna work out for Luke in the long run. Luke got a primetime job with LA, gonna be able to attract everybody. And
that was a good little.
That's a come up, man.
For him. Yeah,
that's a nice little come up for him.
Nice,
you know what I mean? I think it's a lot of pressure because I think they're expecting, you know, a lot, but it's okay. I think Luke will be able to get it done. So look, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna reset. We're gonna come back with the second half of Pick 6. Gonna talk a little hockey. Just a little bit, not too much. We're gonna talk a little hockey. Got to show love for the Caps.
Hockey.
Yeah, hockey. So you got about 5 minutes to dust up on it. So we're gonna talk about it.
Mario Lemieux.
We're gonna talk about
my man Gretzky.
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 Go.
Put that on the grid.
Look, man. Look, we gonna reset. We'll come back live right here on Win Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. Looking good. Welcome back to Winning Lose Radio. It's your man DH.
And it's your man Derange.
Mr. Lee behind the glass. What up?
What it do?
Already in the building right now with Pick 6. Second half of Pick 6. So let me ask you guys this. We said we're going to talk about hockey, and we're going to talk about hockey right now. The Washington Capitals have had a great season. They are moving their way through the postseason. They're 1-1 right now. I believe the game is on right now. But I want to ask you guys, can anybody tell me why don't we care about hockey?
Who is we?
And that's Puck 6. You like that? You like that on the screen?
Yeah.
Puck 6.
Yeah.
Why don't we care?
Wait. Ding that bell, because he screwed that up, real talk.
How'd I do it?
That wasn't supposed to be no Puck 6.
It's a gimmick.
Nah, gimmick schmimmick.
All right, man. But why don't we care about hockey? Does anybody care about hockey?
I don't care about hockey.
Why not? And seriously, like, I'm curious.
Because I can't ice skate. There you have it.
Is that? I mean, you can't play football either.
You crazy.
You a bum.
You already know. That's why you said it. That speaks volumes in itself. And I thank you. Man, that was a nice compliment. It's been a while.
Because you can't skate.
No, that is half the
Or you
reason.
just not. You might not.
The second reason is we don't do cold.
Who's we? I'm a bear.
You look like a bear. I'm a bear.
Grizzly.
I'm a bear. Polar. But no, man. I mean, yeah, I don't do cold. I mean, I like the sport, and I like you can throw hands. So
Right.
that's very enticing to some people. But I don't know. I guess I just love football, basketball, baseball a little more. So I don't tune in a lot to hockey.
What you think, Mr. Lee?
It reminds me of the ice
Exactly.
capades, man. I can't. It's like Disney on Ice to me. I can't do that. And it's a little puck.
Hey, I'm telling you, it ain't
It's
Disney to one of them
it's
dudes come flying
to
at
me,
you,
to me,
man.
it's not entertaining.
Right,
And I'm not
okay.
going to discredit to anybody who likes it. It's just not entertaining to me. I can't rock with it.
Got you. Yeah, now, it wasn't a acquired taste for me. Like, I like it.
What is food?
It's a
It's
chicken.
acquired taste for me. Oh, Braxton B. All right, man, go ahead. For real, tell me. I really want to know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I hate you, man.
Tell me, man. For real.
First of all, playoff hockey, because of the finality of it, you know, it's a competitive game. I still don't got all the rules, but man, Lee, shut up.
You got Mr. Lee snoring in there, y'all.
Nah, man, but it's a
Talking
good game,
about
man.
the finality of the playoffs. Man, come on, man. They do best of series too.
They be hitting.
We
Damn,
watched golf
yeah.
because of Tiger. Gnarly on Periscope said.
So you think
Wait a minute. We watched the highlights of golf because of Tiger.
I've sat and watched golf before.
I have never sat and watched a full golf.
I've sat and watched golf before. I mean, it's definitely a difficult watch if
I
you're not
can't
all the
do
way
it.
into it. But I watch baseball though.
Yeah.
But hockey is fast paced. It's a lot of action.
It
in
is
hockey.
fast paced. It is.
It is.
And
Just like soccer. But do you really tune into soccer?
I watch the World Cup.
Now, World Cup series, I will tune in and watch some of the games.
Have y'all ever been to a
I
hockey
played
game?
soccer as a kid. So
I've been
I'm
to a
little-
hockey game.
I'm
going to expose my children to hockey. but
going to hockey games. Now that's fun. When they score and then the cats,
Yeah, only Darian.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna move on because y'all don't care about this too much. So let's move on. Next up here on Pick 6 on Win Lose Radio. Remember, you can hit us up on Win Lose Radio, Twitter, and you can get 5 seconds. Y'all suck. We gotta do it all together. 1, 2, 3. You can get your 5 seconds of fame right here on winloseradio.com. Let me ask you. Oh, dang.
Good God. Stuttering Stanley. Oh, all right, go ahead. This makes the show, by the way. Thank you.
That y'all get to count my mess ups.
Of course.
All right, so
I'm gonna put that on a blooper reel one day.
well, all my mess
All
ups.
your dings.
Go ahead. Chris, yeah, he said watch the Premier League. You know,
Yeah.
he said the Premier League is good. I'm with you, Chris. I can watch some hockey. I can watch some soccer. Not all of it though. But let's move on here. The draft was this past weekend, spread out over 3 days. Everybody had a horse in the race with the draft. So from 1 to 10, Rate the draft's watchable experience.
Watchable
Yeah,
experience?
not what your team did.
Right.
But like as far as it being over 3 days, and how would you rate it? 1 to 10.
About a 3 to 5.
Ooh, that's low.
Yeah, man. I mean, because it's so drawn out.
Right.
Like, it has to be a better way to be interactive or make it more fun for the fans. Like, do a silent draft and throw it all out at once. Make people go crazy searching for their team, who they pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do it the day before. A silent draft.
They can't keep anything.
But meaning, when I say that, maybe just give us a 3-hour delay.
Okay.
Y'all make all your picks in the draft. Then boom, throw it out there.
I feel that. But I feel like
I think it'll be more exciting.
I feel like the draft can be watchable. But it's a long process. Like if the NFL draft was maybe like 4 rounds, it would be cool because every pick would be that much more important.
Right.
But the draft is 7 rounds. It's spread out over 3 days and a ton of picks.
That's just too much, man.
It's a lot.
It's too much. I wait till my phone give him an alert to see who my team picked up. That's all. I think of course I watched the first round, but
I think with the draft is really more so the draft stories. Oh, that was thunder. Lord have mercy.
Oh my goodness.
It's really more so the draft stories, I think, that make the draft.
Yeah.
So like when cats
and I ain't gonna lie, I like the highlights they show of every player. Then they show their downfalls too. So that's nice, but it's just too drawn out.
Mr. Lee, what you think?
I actually enjoy watching the draft. I do agree that from a regular fan perspective, it might be too long. But you got to think, these guys are scouting, close to 300 players. So it's going to take you, at least 2 minimum days to try to get all them picks in. So me, I enjoy watching it. I watch to the very end, or at least until my team is no longer picking. So I'll watch the end of the 6th, and then the 7th, I'll just kind of get the alerts for the other teams. But I watched the whole thing, and I enjoy it. I like the clips of, their highlights, their NFL player comparisons. I like stuff like that because I enjoy the draft. But, to each his own. It's all good.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Chris on Facebook Live. Chris said, the NFL draft glorifies draft picks that grew up in dangerous neighborhoods with single mothers. It's a constant narrative because that is every story.
Right.
I disagree.
That is every story.
Majority that is the story.
I will give you that, but I do disagree because when they start talking about them white boys growing up in North Dakota and on a farm, and this has been their dream since they was a little boy, and Brett Favre was their hero, we don't get that. And then you do have the black kid who made it out of poverty story that happens quite often, excuse me. But I think it's a little mix of both.
That's what's up. Hey man, I love y'all comments and everything on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And if you haven't, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say that for later. Oh, let me ask you this: these Cowboy fans, while I got you here, this is the last question on Pick 6. Remember, you can hit us up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at Win News Radio. I want to ask you guys: will Ezekiel Elliott be the difference maker needed in Dallas to take the next step? Do you think he will be that guy to get you over the hump? Facebook Live, do you think Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas being drafted will take Dallas over the hump?
See, your question is void by saying take us over. We were over the hump.
No, y'all definitely.
Listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Season before last, we were over the hump. We came into this season being picked as number 1 NFC going to the Super Bowl.
Yes, we did.
Romo went down, and we should have had stuff in order to back him up. I'm not making excuses for that. But don't say is Ezekiel going to get us over. We were over the hump.
Okay.
With DeMarco Murray.
All right. Well,
we had one bad season, and you put us back to we having won the NFC East. We haven't won a playoff game.
All right, let me
rephrase then. Had to set the record straight.
Will Ezekiel Elliott be the difference maker needed in Dallas to take the next step? I never said get over the hump.
We already have difference makers, though.
Hey, you might not have typed it. You said it out your mouth.
But you got to remember, the Cowboys already had players to get them to the next step. Like, we already had that. But this solidifies it. Like, seriously. And Redskins, he is your worst nightmare. Like, seriously, dog.
I ain't worried.
Yeah. Oh, you said that now. You haven't played him yet. You say that now.
No, I tell you what we said in the barbershop. Go ahead, finish your thought. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you good.
Okay.
My point is, the Cowboys weren't trying to get over the hump with Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, last year we could have done that with DMC had our quarterback not gone down. But the fact that Romo went down and we didn't stick with Brandon Whedon, that was the issue. We dropped Brandon Whedon after 2 games, and then Matt Castle came in and was Matt Castle. So, that, trust me, Romo was the issue last year. It has nothing to do with Ezekiel Elliott this year because he can do it without Ezekiel. Seriously, he really can if you give him the time. Got you.
Facebook Live chimes in. Only if he stays healthy because he had breakaway speed. Ralph of RalphSmallPhoto.com said probably so. Here's the conversation we had in the barbershop today. Why you look at my head when he said, yo? So yeah, all right, let me explain something to y'all. We got a preview monitor right here. So like I can see all the camera angles, all 10 cameras we got. So as I'm talking, I see him like don't look at me.
I mean, that's like when somebody said you got some chapstick, everybody lick your lip. You said you went to the barber shop, so I was seeing if you had a fresh cut.
Oh, it's a little bug out. Nah, so I'm honest with this. I think Ezekiel Elliott is a great talent.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure about his wardrobe selection, but I think he's a great talent.
Go ahead, man. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, bro.
But I'll say this. I think out of the 3 running backs, and I said this, and I was like, no disrespect. I was like, out of the 3 running backs Dallas has, I'm not worried about DMC. I'm not. I'm worried about Alfred Morris and Ezekiel Elliott because I think they're going to do the most damage.
Why aren't you worried about a running back who put up over 1,000 yards last season?
I'm not worried about him. I'm not scared of him. I'm scared of Alfred Morris because I know firsthand what Alfred Morris can do.
Mm-hmm.
I know firsthand.
And you also know he's going to play this season with a vengeance.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about the next season, but this upcoming season, when he get that rock, he's going to try to make that organization pay for.
One thing you can never say about Alfred Morris is that he don't work hard. He always brings his lunch pail and his hard hat to work, and he gonna come and bust his tail for whoever team he play with. But I think especially he gonna bust his team for the Cowboys because they get opportunity to play the Redskins twice and get the chance to show, what we're missing. I seen that firsthand, so I'm worried about him.
Right.
Ezekiel Elliott has shown me, with him being the first running back taken and being taken so high, and just the way he helped Ohio State, win the national championship.
What do you think about people saying he's a new Emmitt Smith? Not that you're a Cowboys fan or that, but what do you think about that statement?
To me, I don't know if and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if he has the same running style.
He doesn't.
He a little more violent to me. He a little more violent and faster.
Right.
Emmett, I like Emmett.
Emmett won't as a finesser as Barry Sanders, but
for me, and I don't know if y'all agree with this, but Alfred Morris, the way he runs, to me, is similar to Emmitt Smith. Like they have the same type of running style.
I can agree with
one
that.
Cut downhill.
I can agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not too breakaway, not too many home runs. But yeah, he tight, man.
Bro, look at crop top. Go, man. Y'all ain't ready for crop top.
Get rid of that crop top.
Y'all ain't ready for it. Hey, I can't fade it. That's the style. That's the style. I can't. I ain't gonna knock it. Hey,
I mean, Ray Lewis had it.
Do what you got to do to stand out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
He stands out,
and I think that's a part of his gimmick now. The way he did it on the red carpet, I think it was genius.
There you go. It's about marketing yourself. It's about branding yourself.
Nope, can't go along with it. Sorry.
If I had abs or the right shirt on, I would have did it tonight.
I tell you what,
I dare you do it right now.
I guarantee you, a lot of people would do stuff like that.
I dare you do it right now.
Nah.
It'll be the Jordan meme right on the middle of the stomach. You do that.
I don't want all our viewers to turn the TV off or shut the computer down. I don't want that.
But no, seriously though, people need to understand how good this kid is. And
I think they know how good he is.
I was more of a Derrick Henry fan just because I'm an Alabama guy, but I had nothing but respect for Ezekiel Elliott. Even coming out of his high school days, this dude, he had it. He had talent. He had the vision to do it. He went to a small school and was able to make the transition to the Big Ten or whatever. And I'm proud of the boy, man. I'm glad he went in the first round. I'm glad he was a top 4 pick. He's showing that running backs are a priority. They're not just worth the second round or a third round pick these days. This guy, he comes in, he's a first rounder. He's gonna show y'all what he got.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. No, I think we talked about that too. Alabama players in general, like Derrick Henry. I think, man, Alabama running backs got so much miles on them, bro. By the time they come out,
nah, that I do agree with.
They're, to me, and see if y'all agree with this. Alabama running backs I like I like 95 Benzes. Like they look great, but they may not run for too long without needing work done. You know what I mean? And I think they'll be good, serviceable about 2 years. But look at Mark Ingram. I mean, he still got a job, but he's not
Right.
He's not what he was.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not what he was in college.
Right.
Not by any means.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I was gonna flip my shirt up and go for Ezekiel Elliott.
Do it, man.
But my dad advised me not to.
No, your dad advised you not to go with the joke that was said on that.
Oh, he did? No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
What you say, Dad? Say it again. I don't know.
I think he was talking about don't say the joke on that.
Don't say the joke. Don't say the joke that Ralph said.
Yeah.
Nah, Ralph, I ain't gonna say it. It was funny though. I laughed definitely.
Crop top.
All right, we're gonna go to commercial.
When we come back, Darian will be in a crop top.
You think so?
For the love of his fans.
I'll do it. If you go tell somebody to tune in, why don't I have these guys? Because I was about to do the crop top.
Come back with it.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do the crop top in this next segment when we talk about the draft. Right here on Windows Radio and WTTSradio.com. Hey man, look, I got the crop top popping right now. They can't see it
He has the crop
because of the computer. They can't see it.
at 9:00.
Oh, there you go.
Crop top.
Crop
short.
top, man.
How you look, y'all?
All right, let me stop. This is uncut. Maybe in the summertime I'll do it. I'll do a show with no shirt on in the summer.
Let's do it.
Why? Bro, I like my body, bro. I don't care. They were like, it's like, ugh.
I got kids, yo. My kids be watching.
Turn the show
Put
on.
your shirt
on. Put your shirt on. Put your shirt on. But look, we right back here on Windows Radio and WTTSradio.com talking about the draft. Draft was really exciting this weekend, man. A lot of good players got picked up. Teams really got better.
Yeah. So Sam Bradford knew.
Yeah,
That's why he was like, "Hey, I'm ready to be traded." He knew what time it was.
But everybody knew he was.
Everybody.
Everybody knew he was getting. I mean that the Eagles were getting a quarterback.
Yeah.
Everybody knew, and he knew himself. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's talk about this NFL draft. And as Cowboy fans, how do you guys think you did overall in the draft? If you have a draft grade, go ahead. You can give it right now. So what do you think, man?
I'm gonna say like a B+.
B+?
Man, I think we did pretty good, man. We solid overall.
What pick didn't you like?
It's not that I didn't like all the picks, maybe the order that they gave them, but overall, like B+, you can't be mad at that. All our picks were needed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, as a fan, I was shocked because our roster's so deep with running backs that we did pick a running back first. Good pick overall, but I was shocked that that's who we went first. I guess if they knew he was in there, you might as well snatch him while you can.
Right.
So,
and I asked this to you, Mr. Lee. We were talking about it before the show. The Jaylon Smith pick. What you think?
Man, if this pans out, this is gonna be the steal of the draft, man. I'm a big fan of Jaylon Smith. I was really happy to watch his career. But however, at the Fiesta Bowl, he took a really bad injury. He tore some ligaments, and they're talking about possibly not having that nerve regenerate. So his career could possibly be over if that doesn't happen. However, if it does heal and he is able to come back, man, he's going to be a tandem to put with Sean Lee, man. This dude is going to be a nightmare for teams if he's able to get healthy. Me personally, I think I would have took Miles Jack
Yeah.
over him, only because I think Miles Jack is NFL ready now. Even with his injury, he'll be able to play this year at some point. And I think really he'll be able to play for you for 4 years, and then he might not be anything after that because his injury is going to come to an end over time. Like he's going to be out of the league pretty fast. But Jaylon Smith, man, if he's able to come back, I can see him playing for about 9 years and being a beast in this league, man. What you think?
I mean, I think Jaylon Smith has if he can get healthy, he has a great upside. It's just getting healthy again. That was a serious injury that he had. I hope to see him come back and play well because I think he's a great player. I'm curious about this Dak Prescott pick in the 4th round.
Dude, before the draft even happened, I was calling for Dak in the 4th. That was my 4th round pick. I've been scouting this dude for the last 6 months, man, and I think this dude can.
He's a baller, man.
He's a baller, and he took a beating last year, man. He was getting pounded last year. No homo. He was taking a beating last year. He didn't have no O-line to protect him, so he was getting knocked down quite often. But my man still put up close to 3,500 yards with only 5 picks. With no O-line. And he don't have the most talented receivers out there, but this dude could get it, man. This dude got the business, man. I'm trying to tell you. Romo go down, I'm pretty good with this kid stepping in.
Yeah, I think he'll be a great addition to you guys. Hold on, I'm pulling up this video to see if this is the guy that I'm thinking of, this tight end. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
Which tight end are you talking about, bro?
Rico Gathers.
Man, stand out.
They said he hasn't played football since middle school.
Since the 8th grade.
And this man got drafted?
Yes, he did.
So he ain't played no football in college?
No.
Wow.
He's been a basketball standout at Baylor. He averaged 11 to 13 points a game. This dude's like 6'8", 6'9". And we're going to use him as a tight end. Now, mind you, fans, he was a 6th round pick. So don't expect this guy to start, as soon as the season starts. What's going to happen is he's going to be tutored under Jason Witten and our tight end coach. And in the next 2 years, this dude could be what Martellus Bennett has been. He could be what Antonio Gates has been because of his size.
For this dude to not play football since middle school, I can only imagine that his workout was ridiculous. He probably went off at Baylor's pro day.
Well, he's been doing one-on-one workouts with NFL scouts.
Gotcha.
And people were going to take him undrafted. So people did have him on their board, but they were going to get him as an undrafted free agent. Cowboys decided to take a chance and not let him hit the free agency market. So I think it was a smart move on their behalf. You got to remember, in the 6th round and 7th round, you really just
there's no guarantees
projects.
there.
You're looking at projects. These guys aren't going to be impact. They don't expect you to be an impact player immediately.
Yeah.
You're going to play special teams or you're going to be a special project to work on. So I like the pick, man. I thought it was a sexy pick if you give him a draft.
I'll go ahead and transition over to the Redskins.
Okay. I'll leave. Nah, I'm playing. Go ahead. Talk about the Schmidskins. The Foreskins.
Chill. Picked up Josh Dawson.
Great pick.
From TCU.
Great pick.
And I actually heard today, I was watching Scott McCloughan, his press conference today. He talked about how they traded back. He was like, they traded back. He basically gave Houston like the business. This is what he said. He was like, they traded with Houston. I guess Houston was under the impression that they were going to take his guy. Or because Houston ended up picking, I want to say the guy from Notre Dame. And they thought the Redskins were going to pick him. And he was like, nah, we were going to pick Josh Dawson anyway. But they just threw us a pick. Threw us the next year's 6th round pick. So I was like, that's what's up. And then Cravens out of USC.
Y'all picked him up in the 3rd round, right?
2nd round.
2nd round, okay. So
this dude is nasty, man.
But Fuller was your 3rd round pick,
right?
Yeah,
out of VTech.
Dog, he's going to be nice. He's going to be nice.
He had injuries earlier. And now, I think he's healthier. And, bruh, it's like 6 Fullers in the NFL related.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, they're all brothers.
It was like, and I heard somebody say, if you're single, you need to get with a Fuller sister because you'll get a kid in the NFL. I was like, making sense. But the Redskins, man, I think they had a good draft. McCloughan didn't get all the picks that he wanted, but I think they made smart picks. And McClellan's about getting football players, man. He want guys that are Swiss Army knives, guys that can play. And for me, that pick in the 7th round, Keith Marshall out of Georgia, bruh, nasty, bruh. He fast. He got hurt. He was actually ahead of Todd Gurley in Georgia.
Yeah, he was.
Got hurt, and then
he got seeded.
Now he's a project. So I think with work, he's a beast. He ran 4.3 at the combine. Beast. But I don't know, man. I think that'll make the season interesting this year, man. Overall, man, with any picks that maybe surprised you guys or any picks that you were looking out for? I know the Broncos picking up Paxton Lynch because that
shocked me.
Yeah, but I mean, they definitely they're not gonna make him play immediately. I think
you're crazy.
No, they're not gonna make him play. I think Sanchez is gonna start week 1, and Sanchez is gonna start week 1 because of the system they got around him. Is that all you have to do is not turn the ball over. We're gonna play good defense. All you gotta do is not turn the ball over, and the team around you gonna make plays. Now, I'm not saying that Paxton Lynch won't be in at some point, but I think week 1, Sanchez will be enough to hold over, and Sanchez will do his best to kind of stay out the way and just kind of groom him and give him time. But I think Paxton Lynch was a great pickup for them.
I do agree that he was a good pickup. I don't like the value of the pickup as to where they got him. I think they could have traded back and. Well, no, you know what? If they would have traded back, the Cowboys would have came up to get him.
Well, because right after that, I mean, you had the Packers, then the 49ers. I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers had picked him if he was available.
I honestly don't think the 49ers would have taken him. I really don't. I don't think he's a Chip Kelly type of player.
But look though, in Memphis, he did do a lot of he ran the ball a lot like Cam Newton. In Memphis, he can run, and I think that would definitely be enough to usher out Colin Kaepernick. They would have tried, they would definitely let him know, all right, cool, it's time to move on. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals had drafted him. Because the Cardinals had the 30th pick. I think the Cardinals would have drafted him if he was available.
Yeah, I mean, now that you said that, I don't think he would have made it out of the first round.
Yeah.
Now that you bring that up. I don't think these quarterbacks were first round material this year. I really don't. But because of need and you're not having any depth pretty much, you almost had to take a chance on the guy in the first round. So I think Philly, they think they got the next Donovan McNabb, but I don't see that in Carson Wentz. I think he played at a small school and did well against smaller teams. When competition came up, I don't think he did that well. But you can't tell them that because they're Philly. So fly will fly, whatever.
Right. All right. So look, let's do this. That was a draft and a whole. Right now, I want to debut.
Hold on, wait. Before you do that,
are we ready?
Hold on. Before you do that, what team do you think had the best draft overall, though? Like, flat out, what team?
I don't know, man. I think a lot of teams.
Talent was spread all over.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I don't know if I can say
that. Jacksonville did.
Jacksonville
flat out got home run hits almost at every pick.
I just hope for Jacksonville's sake it can translate. Onto the field.
Man, with Blake Bortles back there, they got a squad.
I do like Blake.
They got a squad, man. Shout out to my fantasy quarterback, Blake Bortles.
Heartbreak Blake. I just knew I was going to mess that up trying to say that. But yeah, they did get a good squad. And they drafted all defense into the 6th round.
They're going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, in Tennessee as well.
I could see them winning the division this year.
Who, Tennessee?
No. Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. AFC South?
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I can see them.
That's up in there. Mr. Lee, are we ready to debut that?
We are ready.
We are. Debut. All right, so I'm going to look at this camera right here. Guys, I want you to get ready. I know we're a little late, but it don't matter. We got the Running Man Challenge. We're going to drop it right here on Win Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. Check it out.
I've been watching.
So I know you like that. Mr. Lee, that was fun, right?
Yeah, man. That's pretty fun.
It was good stuff.
Creep mode out the shower.
Exactly, bro. I was like, that's what's up, man. Running Man Challenge, we in there. And we pushing up on that final hour. I want to I want to talk really quick about Deion Sanders. Did you guys hear about his ex-wife?
Man, I heard about that.
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
Fill me in.
I'll fill you in real quick. Basically, Pilar Sanders, the ex-wife of Deion Sanders, was awarded Deion was awarded a $2.2 million lawsuit against his ex-wife, for defamation that she brought against him last year. Basically, Pilar has now filed docs in the divorce, explaining that she's too broke to pay the court fees to file an appeal. She states that she has 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, that all live with Deion at the moment. She informed the court that she is unemployed for over 15 years due to her being a homemaker for Deion and the children. She spends $0 in rent a month. She currently lives with her mother and sister. She pays $9 for health insurance, $400 for health care, $200 for food, and she isn't making any money from work. She explained she had to take out $15,000 loan for expenses. She owes $3,000 to Target, $5,000 to Visa, $6,000 to Sam's Club. Jeez. Is that right? Sam's? But can't afford to pay back any of those bills, so she had to take out loans from the family throughout the years and can't pay loans that have been taken out. She can't pay them back. She says that the $2.2 million judgment owed to her ex-husband, but she has no assets, no property, or valuables to pay it. So she basically can't give up any money to Deion. So that's for the appeal that she filed.
Won't she on radio? Won't she on a TV show or something?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She got some money somewhere.
Now hold up. When they got a divorce, didn't he give her some change to go away?
I think he did.
He gave her a little bit of money, right?
Yeah.
You should have been good with that. But you being greedy.
But
now.
you know it's something when he get the kids.
Oh yeah, you weren't fit, young. Normally that never happens. That rarely happens when the dude gets the kids. But,
that's rare,
man. Seriously, she need to go somewhere. Like, go find you a new dude to mooch off of and be on about your business.
Hey man, you gotta find a come up. I know there's a reality show for her somewhere.
Man, you could be an IG model the way your body look, cause you is fine.
The last time is fine.
You is
She fine.
I still take Tracy Edmonds over her.
All day, every day.
Cause her money is. She got her own money.
Yeah, she got her own.
I love her cause she got her own. Okay, I forgot the rest of the words. But anyway, guys, Mother's Day is coming up next week. What are you guys gonna do for Mother's Day, man?
I'm gonna just pray and love on my mom and pray for her that she continue to be the best leader that my family has ever seen and had. My mom's the backbone of the family, man. I mean, overall, like every family, both sides of family. Yeah. Like she's the one, man. I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I love you, Mom. Shout out Katrina, aka Ma. I'm done.
You done? Mr. Lee behind the glass. What about you, man?
Big Netty, baby, I love you, babe. Actually, we don't celebrate Mother's Day on that weekend. We actually wait till the following weekend because every restaurant is like packed to capacity. Jam-packed. So we just wait till the following weekend and we go celebrate then. But normally, what we do, we go get some crab legs, some shrimp. We turn up, have us some glory. If you get my drink. But my mom. Like D said, the backbone of the family. My mom, she is the backbone of our family. She's the glue. She keeps everybody together. She keeps all her siblings, not in check, but she keeps everybody around. Everybody comes to her house for all the gatherings. Yeah. Like, she entertains everybody. Like, my mom she's the fun-loving one, man. Her smile is infectious. Everybody loves her. I love her to death. Don't know what the hell I do without her. And shout out to my baby moms. My wife, shout out to Courtney Lee. Thank you for being a beautiful mother to our two. I would be remiss.
All right, man.
Wait a minute, god damn it. Wait a minute. Shit. Just because you ain't mentioned yours, don't be mad at me. I ain't getting in trouble when I go home. D, what about you, man? I know you want to wish your mom something special.
Hey, man, I love my moms, man. Wrestler. You see, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing.
I'm just saying.
I stepped back and let you say your thing.
I'm just saying I do. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
My mom is cool, man. Shout out to my mom's the most loving woman I know. She's so selfless. I love you, Mom. And if you're watching on Facebook Live, I love you, Mom. All the moms out there, we love you. We love what you do. We appreciate you. You know, there's not enough days for us to tell you, you know, how much we, you know, appreciate everything you do. So from the Win Lose Radio team, we love you. We appreciate you. All the moms, happy Mother's Day. Fathers, your time is coming. So
Bro, we don't get no time.
get your
man.
closet ready for them ties you finna get.
Socks and
Get
ties.
that
Ties and
sock
socks.
ready.
I don't know what I get last year. I think I got a grill last year.
Oh,
That
for
was
real?
all right.
Nice.
I think I got a
He
grill
got
last
big.
year.
He got Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I
Is
got a
it?
grill last year.
Yeah, you did get a grill. It's a pretty good grill. Speaking of grills, when do you when you gonna break that out again?
It's about that time, man.
Yeah, it's finna be that time.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that off camera, but we're gonna ready to get up out of here. Had a great time with you all tonight, man. Facebook Live, we appreciate you. My dad said she love you too. Dad, I love you too, player. Pass that along. Nah, but man, Facebook Live, Periscope, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, hit us up on
Say
Win
it,
Lose
don't
Radio.
spread. God.
Oh my bad. You just wanted to
Periscope.
Periscope. Nah, it's all good, man. But look, we getting out of here. We running overtime. But we gonna catch you next week right here on Win Lose Radio and WTTSradio.com. Happy Mother's Day. Y'all be blessed.